Hello, welcome to another Withers Away. As you can probably see behind me, we're not in Hampshire or West Sussex. This week we're down in Dartmoor. Used to live down here. Lived down here for several years, and it's always some place that I like to get back to. We'll be doing a 5-mile walk today. I'll put the details later on of where we've parked. We'll be seeing some stone circles. There's a fantastic avenue of standing stones which we'll see. We'll visit a couple of tors. It's a lovely day. It is a bit windy, so there may be some muffled sound during this video. It's the 2nd of April. It's early. Haven't seen a soul yet, which is the lovely thing of Dartmoor. We'll be going up there. We'll do this 5-mile walk. We probably won't see anybody. Okay, let's go walking. We'll start the walk from Gutter Tor car park, heading in a northeast direction. It's mainly uphill here, but it is a decent track across open moorland, and we'll be seeing the remains of tin mines before we head east towards Hartor. Probably pause there for a flask of coffee before heading southwest, down again over open moorland, but there is a track, past the Iron Age settlements, down past the standing stones, over the ford, down to Ditsworthy Warren House, and then we'll head north along Edward's Path, keeping Gutter Tor to our west, and back to the car park. We'll start the walk by heading north. If you were to follow this track, it would take you all the way to Princetown, which is a nice walk in itself. Just make out the mast there on top of the hill. It's quite a good landmark navigation aid around these parts. Princetown is just down to the right of that. Just on my right here is the scout hut, which is what it's called. Again, quite a common landmark. I often say I'll meet you at the scout hut. We'll make our way to the scout hut. Okay, after about a mile and a half or so, mile and 3/4, you'll come to a track junction. We want to take the right hand side one because all we're trying to do is get to this tor over here. It's called Hartor. There's no definitive track, so part of the fun on Dartmoor is getting yourself from A to B without a track, finding good routes. So that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to go down here a bit, then cut off to the right and head up to that tor there, where as a reward I think it'll be coffee time. Okay, so we've cut off that track and you can see where we're going. That's Hartor up there. Hartor. Found a track. Always got to be wary looking at the map. There's actually a stream down here, but because one assumes there's a track coming down from the tor, there's also a track meeting it where the stream is, that there's some sort of crossing. Again, it's always fun trying to make your way across the stream. So this is a typical tor that you'd find on Dartmoor. There's about 1,000 tors, some small, some larger. They're great fun to play on. Rock hopping, try to find the best position out the wind or the rain. There's also, as I say, I used to live down this way, and when the kids were young, there was what's called Dartmoor letterboxing, where charities would, or organisations, individuals, put out a waterproof box, and hide it amongst the tors. And the idea is, every time you get to a tor, you look for these letterboxes, and there's usually a book in there and a stamp, so you get your own little book stamped. I still do it. I still can't come to a tor and not. Oh, hold on, just have a look for a letterbox. So this is really quite a small tor. It's always good when you're doing walks, just going from tor to tor. Hope you can hear me okay. It's the wind is pretty strong today. Wee-hee. After we've left the tor, we're now heading back in a southerly direction. I don't know if you could just make out in the distance there the trees snuggled in there. That's the scout hut, so that's near where we parked, and we followed the path right up the hill there, and then over to the tor. Coming over this little ridge here, we're about to enter quite an incredible place actually. There's an avenue of standing stones, at the top of which there's some burial mounds and the remains of an Iron Age village. Wasn't that something? It's one of my favourite places in Dartmoor. We're now, so after those standing stones, we just carry on following the track, and we'll be heading for Ditsworthy Warren House. If anybody's seen the film War Horse, the farm scenes are filmed at Ditsworthy Warren House. So I'll probably sit down and have a coffee. Just before we get to the Warren House, it gets a bit, this is actually quite a fun part because there's no definite track across here. It can be a bit boggy, a bit marshy. So it's find the best route time, which is always fun. Hasn't rained for a while. I mean, it is April, but it shouldn't be too bad. So this is Ditsworthy Warren House. I'll talk about the Warren House in a minute when we get inside and find somewhere out the wind to have a coffee and a sandwich, perhaps. I did read that you could always get into the grounds here. You couldn't get into the Warren House itself, but you could get into the grounds. But I read recently that they may have locked it up. Not that you couldn't just sit in the wall there. The Warren House is a Grade 2 listed building. Most of what we can see today is reckoned to be late 16th, early 17th century, although there are mentions of it going back to the 14th century and even earlier. The house would have been used by the keeper of Ditsworthy Warren, which was for the commercial breeding of rabbits. In its heyday, the Warren was the largest in England. Recently it was used for the film set for Steven Spielberg's film War Horse in 2010. The War Horse production designer said of Ditsworthy Warren House, "Finally, in Dartmoor, we found a derelict building in the middle of nowhere that we brought back to life. It had 360-degree views, which gave it a sense of being part of something huge and imposing. The expanse of skies, the force of the elements, and that created a beauty beyond what we had hoped for." So just left the Warren House, and so you carry on the track. I'll just bend round to the right. Should be able to see Gutter Tor there, so we're just got to go to the right hand side of that, and that will take us back to the little car park where we parked up earlier. So we're just going round the front of Gutter Tor now. We're almost finished, but I would recommend that you, if you want a little detour, climbing up to the top of the Tor there and just spend half an hour jumping about in the rocks. It's great fun. Looking for letterboxes, sit and have a coffee. Well, we're back at the car. That was about 5.5 miles, slightly under. Lovely walk, seen a lot of things. It's one of our favourites. We've done this one a few times. It's nice to be back on Dartmoor. Pity about the wind. It was okay while we were walking, and we could always get out of it when we stopped. It was just the video noise might be a problem. We'll see later when I put it together. So thank you, and goodbye from sunny Devon.